And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, getting some early returns on the season, Brent, for top teams that are already looking great. How early is too early to start thinking about things like home court advantage?
Well, it's kind of like Christmas, Kevin. It's never too early to start thinking about the home court advantage. You know, a lot of veteran teams would tell you that they're not concerned about whether their game would travel come playoff time. But home court advantage is something that they would all like to have, trust me.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. 6 to shoot. Here's Anthony. That's tipped. Here's Kramer. Off the left rim and out. Outside Anthony. This is the game. Lets it go from deep. A shot, no good. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Justice. Over to the left wing. Here's Kramer. A three-pointer, no good. Young in the corner. No good from outside. Gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. The pass to Caldwell. Here's Huffman, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And have to defend better in the paint. They just let him set up way too deep.
Well, he's going to punish you down there if you're not more physical than he is, and look for them to go right back to that play.
Now here's Anthony. And so off the tip, it's New York. So the New York starting five, they've got Elliott. Also Herrera out there. Freak is out there with the Cobra. And that one's good. Freak. And tonight the matchup at the center position is certain to draw attention. Not something we say every night because the bigs don't seem to be stressed. But tonight, Chris, that is a factor.
Thank God big guys are back in the game, Kevin. You know, I got this opinion that there's a conspiracy against the big guys. I mean, hey, big guys played in this basketball. You guys remember a guy by the name of Mikan? He was pretty big. So, yeah, tonight we have a great center matchup. I can't wait to watch this.
Now let's find out what head coach Jeff Hornacek had to say to David Aldridge. DA.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big edge for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. New York on D.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, on the road, you need as many contributors as you can find. The reserves definitely help fuel the win that time.
Pass to Big Cat. Baseline J on the way. That one off the back iron and out. Here is Elliott. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. The pass to the Cobra. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Odom, the pass to Park. There's a good screen. Clock at 6. It's everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Smitty, when you get this far into the season, we see more teams having to deal with the occasional back-to-back game. Just how hard is it to play 2 nights in a row?
It's extremely hard. You have to be on top of your game, like you say, and for night in and night out for a back-to-back. And what makes it also hard is the opponent and also the amount of travel. Sometimes you're getting in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and you got to turn around and play again. You just haven't been enough time to recover. That's when you have a deep roster, those guys can help.
People don't realize back in the day there were 4 and 5 days, 5 and 7 days, and those are tough.
Those were extremely tough.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. We've got Levens. Dunn is out there with prime time. Then it's the franchise, and it's Baller in at the 2. Here's the franchise. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Baller. Anderson with the block. They recover it. The rebound by Walton. Here's Chicago.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
Now here's Anderson. Tries again. Anderson. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points.
NBA action. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And the NBA season can be a long one, Chris. How important were team functions and team events during the season as a way to relieve some of the stress of the season?
Oh, man, if you're on a good team and a good team in the locker room, then you really don't even have to have team functions because you're going out, hanging out after every practice, going to play golf on warm days.
It's just natural, right?
Yeah, it's just natural. You're eating with guys, hanging out with guys, and so it is everything because really these are the guys that you're playing for, and the better chemistry, the better the team, I've always believed. And so team functions, hanging out with the guys, always important.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Porter, big can out there with Jay, and it's Baxter in at the point guard. And there's the pass to Insanity. He feeds it to McGuire. Just 5 on the clock. From past the arc, Porter pulls it in. We're about 1 minute into the first. Passes it to Baxter. For the 3. Porter passes to Welch. Here's Baxter. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Here's Big Smooth. He's coming off a 16